welcome to another episode of the Feisty Furry Females. As you can see, we are missing our own Mel, but she is currently with her father
Potatoe.
on a private visit. And of course, family comes first. So you have to settle with the four of us today. And yes, these gals are finally back. So this episode is going to be about girls' safety tip. It could be all from online to in the real life. What if you are at a bar and you meet somebody that doesn't really take no for an answer? But before we venture into this subject, let me introduce the other hosts on the show. At the end here we have
Nanny! As I drift away!
who has a severe case of stick drift. Please forgive her.
This is why the Patreon helps, so we keep that in check.
Yes. Also, next to me is
Jade.
over here we have
Mina.
and I am, as always, okay. So,
A lovely little
Girls-
fox empress.
girls' safety tips. So, actually, Melanie and I talked a little bit about this on our previous show, where she said sometimes when you go into a bar and you can kind of sense that there are women in there that don't take no for an answer. So you can actually order a special drink at the bar. You tell the bartender, either one, I am here alone and I don't feel safe. 2, can you call me a cat because I didn't come here on my own? 3, can you follow me out to my car / cab so that I don't walk out alone? I can't specifically remember.
I know shot. What it is. Yeah, it's called an angel shot. There's actually a TikTok with a bartender who actually tells people about the shots. Because I want to say there's actually 4 of them. Four of them. Because there's one that says I feel in danger. One I need a cab to my car or walk to my car, or one I need to go home because I'm drunk. And the other one is like I need somebody escorted, kind of way.
Yeah. Isn't also also one that means that you need the police?
Yeah, there is one that says like I need the police or a bodyguard. Like basically like if somebody's like stalking you around kind of thing, like or they're being like super creepy.
Yeah. I don't know that much. I know like at my local bar it's just like if you look at the bartender, say, hey, this dude doesn't take no for an answer. I'll give him a beer. Doesn't keep his hands off you. I'll make him pay, and you can just see the bat underneath the bar. Like, I'm gonna fuck him up.
This has got 90s cheer style. I'll fuck him up. I'll break his ankles.
Sorry for the intrusion. I just had somebody come in and say, you're talking too loud. Excuse me. Where I'm talking, you sound like I'm making an ASMR record. But let's move on. Anyway, so yeah, again, local bar. Where I live, we're a small community society. You can call that. And if somebody fucks, like really, really hurts a girl out here, the entire town definitely for sure know who you are. And you need to run. And you need to run fast. Because that's just the community out here. There are a lot of fishermen out here, and they're not exactly going on sea right now. So now is not the right time to piss someone off.
So I have a question for you, Tookie. In Denmark, would fishermen be considered the American like big rig driver? If you piss them off, they're gonna fuck you up.
Yep. Actually, story. Okay, Luna, do you have Loco Goco and you can actually put yourself in place?
She does, but her shoulder's that messed up that she can't hit it. If she tries to, it takes her to a whole other part of her menu. That's why she keeps jittering.
That's why new controllers. Fuck.
Yes.
But yeah, actually,
maybe.
a story from my town. We had somebody that I knew, and her son, she left him at home with her boyfriend. He had a broken arm, and all of a sudden, I get a phone call from her saying, "Hey, by the way, my boyfriend has just been arrested." I'm like, "What the fuck happened?" And she told me this gruesome story about him shaking and hitting the boy who was in a high chair at that point, and the boy passed out.
Poor me.
And he was very violent. I would say the next day, he made the mistake of entering our town. 5 minutes later, he was gone. Everybody knew who he was. He didn't come back. In fact, I don't
We
even
don't
know
like
where
your
he is
kind in
anymore.
our pouch.
Exactly.
Yeah. I can actually, because I have a more like semi-cutish story, I guess. Is I remember when me and my sister were younger, my mom was on the road because we moved a lot, so my mom was going to like one of the areas where my dad was at, where he moved to for his job. And we happened to be driving at night. My mom was getting tired, and one of the big rig truckers happened to notice that she was swerving. We pulled off to the gas station. He pulled off with us and was like, "Hey, like, do you need someone to help keep you awake?" Like, and she was like, "Yeah." And so he followed us for a good while until he knew like we were good and she was set. And after she like woke up and everything, was able to drive again by herself and went on his way.
Aww. That's nice. There are certain nice people like that out there. Bless them.
Very rare to find anymore.
Yeah. So, have you guys ever experienced like being in a place where you have like either one felt like you were in danger because of a different person, or like any experience within that field where you thought I could some help back then? Or you did a certain thing that made you think this is a good tip for other girls out there?
Because I've never really been scared of anybody. But there's this one time at one of my old jobs, because it was a hotel, but we had like a what do you call it, like a buffet, and I worked in the buffet. There was this one dude who actually freaked me out, and I actually went into the back to one of my older friends who worked in the kitchen and was telling her about it. And I was like, "Hey, like, this dude makes me feel uncomfortable. Like, I don't know what it is about this guy, but he's acting kind of weird." And I never really found out what happened after that, like, because him and his, I assume, girlfriend or something left. But that was like the only time I've ever actually like felt very uncomfortable around anybody, and just kind of went into the back and told her what happened. She was like, "Okay, well, if he ever comes back, like, let me know, and we'll have somebody else go out there to serve him." So I was like, "Okay."
One thing I will say, that if you do go to party, bar, whatever, don't go alone. Always bring at least one friend to make sure that you arrive there with one and you walk home with one if you have home.
And if you do go by yourself, make sure you leave by yourself.
Yeah. But like I said, sometimes it's better to go out in a group. You know you got each other's back. Make sure that you have a ride. If you don't have a ride, call a cab, anything like that. Also, girls tend to stick together a lot when we're out and about. Like, can you hold my purse? Can you make sure nobody's like put something in my drink and such? And I have actually been in a situation where I thought, oh shit, I'm not getting rid of people. So, like I said, my town is pretty safe. You can walk home, there's no danger there. But in the summertime, we have a lot of tourists, and there were these two tall ass guys. This was a long time ago. And they couldn't take no for an answer. They were like really, really like, oh, my friend, blah, blah, blah. They were not Danish. They were from a different country. I can't remember. And I'm like, fuck, what do I do? First, I took out my phone, like pretended like I was texting someone, but they still didn't get the hint. So I'm like, hey, well, I have somebody come pick me up. Oh, you get a taxi? Yes, yes, we come. I'm like, fuck, no. So I call my mom, say, hey, I'm with these two guys. They don't understand Danish. You're coming to pick me up because I feel like I cannot get rid of them and I don't feel safe. She's like, where are you? I said, I'm right there. I don't want them to know where I live. Remember, girls, don't let them know where you live. At least if it's a stranger, just be aware.
Yeah.
And
if you ever have, I want to add to that too. If a stranger ever asks you like where you're going, never say you're going home, ever, because that just encourages somebody to follow you. Don't ever say you're going home. Say you're going to like your friends, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, somewhere where there is possibly people, because then that's gonna make them want to leave.
Thank God my mom came pick me up, and the boys was like, "Oh, can we come?" My mom has a small car. God, he says, "No, long legs, no place, no space," and we just yeet. I'm like, thank God for mommies. But yeah, also if you say that you are going home, and they ask, "Are you living alone?" Don't say yes. Either say no, you live with your parent, your partner, whatever. Because I've already also tried a very, very creepy pizza guy that wanted to come visit me. Like, I have one wife, I can have another one. No, bitch, you can't. And definitely not gonna be me. Blech. He was yucky. He was disgusting. I'm sorry.
He was yuck.
Eesh. I am not a big fan of. I called the popo. No, I'm not a big fan of carrying weapons when I'm out, like tear gas, knife, and such, because it's not gonna.
I have mace.
Yes.
How the fuck you get tear gas?
No pepper spray.
What the fuck?
I thought pepper spray.
I don't have tear gas.
No, we had that once, so somebody thought it was funny to fucking throw that in.
I have pepper spray. I thought that was called mace.
Yeah, pepper spray.
Yeah,
isn't pepper spray called mace?
It's basically the same thing. I was making fun of you for the tear gas.
Mace.
I thought it was like y'all got like spray tear gas. Like goddamn.
I have mace and a hunting knife in my bag at all times.
I usually carry a pocket knife with me.
Statistic of potentially having to add to a stabbing situation. I know it can save your life, but you can also really injure an innocent person.
I have a knife so that in case like if my bag is in my back and like they're trying to pin me down on top of me, I can grab my knife, either nick them in the side or the back, just long enough for me to get away from them at least.
Yeah, but you can also really very accidentally hit like vital areas of that person.
I think it depends on the situation. Because also different countries, so different laws. So it also depends on the situation because it would be considered self-defense.
Yeah. Here we have alarms. Like you can buy a small alarm that goes directly to the police, so they can pin your location and everything. A lot of nursing homes have them when they have violent residents. Nurses have them.
Yeah.
You can basically go in and buy them, and like it would automatically send the signal to the police. We even have apps, but okay, who has time to go into an app like I'm in danger?
Right. I feel like a smart way of doing something.
Me, what do I do? Like, hey Google, somebody's chasing me. What do I do?
Hey Google,
I feel like
a smartly predator.
You guys know what Life Alert is? Like I don't know if you guys have that or not.
Life alert?
What?
Yeah.
I thought that was for old
is?
people when they fall down.
Yeah.
No,
like,
you
but
can get
but
it
here's the thing though with
yeah.
Life Alert is if you hit the button and there's no response, they send out paramedics and police to your location. I feel like that would be like a good like backup thing to do as well, because like it's like a fail-safe type of thing. Because if you don't respond, they're gonna be like, "Hey, something's not right. Let's go check out this location."
We actually have here a 112 app, and it was mostly for my grandmother because he has a tendency to fall a lot when out. So it's on her phone, so if she hits the button, it automatically sends the first text to my aunt. If she doesn't, well, it's sent to her, it's sent to my mom, and the other kids my grandmother has. If they don't respond, the police actually calls them up, or whatever medical services on the spot gets this, because it pins her location as well. The thing is with my grandmother and phones, they're not very good friends, so she had hit that button once or twice where it was definitely not needed. That was fucking awkward. Just saying. But yeah,
It happens.
attack alarms, stuff like that. I would say yes, mace. It can be, like, in the situation. It could be a good tool to, like, at least numb them for some seconds. And that is all that it takes. You can literally escape within seconds. Online, don't give out your personal information to no one.
The report and block button is there for a reason.
Yes. We do because we're stupid and we can't upload our own avatars. But we also can
we only do it
blackmail
with
them,
people
so
we
we
trust.
are safe. But also, you could be talking with the sweetest guy or girl online, and the next minute it's a 80-year-old pig cougar somewhere from some different country. I mean, I had a Russian couple actually text me like, "Hey, do you want to have fun with us?" Well, in very broke English. I'm like, "No."
No.
They didn't give up. They sent another one. And it was on a dating site. I was just browsing because I was bored as hell. They sent another one. And I just got angry. I'm like, first of all, your English suck. Second of all, you can't even, how do you say, hit on me because I won't allow it. You can't even hit on my mom because she wouldn't stoop that low. So you and your little wifey just fuck off wherever you came from. I mean, he was
I remember I definitely had
early 70s?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I had a lot of like catfish people on dating sites I used to go on, and they would all like claim to be like what do you call them?
Prince that needs money.
No, fuck, what's it called? Sugar mamas.
Oh.
Unicorn.
What did you say? Did you say unicorn?
Unicorn. They claim to be a unicorn. Mina, I don't know if you know this.
No, I don't.
Look, I don't know if you know this or not, but on dating sites you want to avoid the unicorns.
But like the people who are like looking for a sword, like the unicorn couple people was one of
A unicorn. Like every lesbian dating site knows to avoid the unicorns because it's usually just a dude being creepy as fuck. Oh my god, that was too funny. God damn it, Mina.
Yeah, so unicorn mama, continue.
Unicorn I'm just looking at you right now because would you shut your trap hole? Unicorn lady.
The unicorn is over there.
Yeah. No, I've been looking at Luna because we three are speaking very loudly, but Luna is very quiet. Oh, her sticker's again. Yeah. We do apologize. This happens until she can actually get some new controllers that they suck. But Luna, have you ever been in a situation where you actually had online like problems with people that couldn't leave you alone?
Close around that, my first boyfriend ever had to stalk me in the middle of the night, throwing rocks at my window and stuff.
Damn.
Basically wanted me to have sex with him.
Ew.
Wait, when was this?
A long time ago.
What were you, how old were you, if I may ask?
15, 14?
Oh yeah,
Ew.
no.
Hell no.
You are young. No. You're supposed to still be children. Don't be me. Don't be stupid. Don't always go for like the age limit of consent. No. I was 14. It was not fucking fun. I was still a child acting like an adult. Remember, it's okay to say no. No doesn't mean that you're actually like just a T or whatever name they want to call you. No. Better be safe.
And no does not mean yes. No is no.
If you are too drunk to actually consent, if you're too scared to consent, if you're just want to go away and you can't consent, that means you have not given consent.
If you consent at force and then change your mind, that's still denying consent.
Not exactly.
Hello, lag.
Yes, there was a little lag spike. I don't know if people actually saw that, but right now Okay, can we pause the recording? Sorry for that, everyone. We had a little incident where somebody actually entered our studio, had a very suspicious bio, so Mama here had to kick. Skedaddle, skedoodle, you're not a welcome noodle.
This is why we have a matriarch of the family. I heard that. I thought you smacked your thigh.
That was me. No. That was my phone doing a suicide jump, I think, off my bed.
It said, yeet, I'm out.
But with that as well, we can take VR chat as an example as well. If you're all around people that don't make you feel safe, like Mina just said, that person didn't make her feel safe. Honest to God, I didn't like them. That's... yeah. So it was a bio thing. We're not gonna get more into the details about that. You remember there are block, kick, boat kick, warn buttons in here for a reason.
And report buttons.
You don't have to put up with everything in here. If you are like some of us having phantom sense in one way, shape, or form, doesn't matter how faint or how strong it is. Start grabbing something they shouldn't grab. Just either warn them or kick them. I really don't care. They are not allowed to do that. That's a violation, and they can actually report them for sexual harassment. So,
harassment is harassment, whether it's in real life or online. As I about knock my table over.
That's my mission. Stay safe, eat cake. If you're fluffy enough, they can't.
Stay safe, eat cake.
Therefore, they can't kidnap you.
If you're fluffy enough, they can't lift you off the ground.
Exactly. So, any other things we should just mention?
Oh, if you don't want to use weapons and you want to learn self-defense on how to get out of things, there's also a TikToker online who teaches people how to do self-defense maneuvers, like how to get out of holds and stuff. That's always good to know.
Yeah, you can go to classes, courses, anything you kind of want, just to. It doesn't even have to like, oh, I really need this in my life. It could just be basic knowledge. You can never be too prepared.
Yeah. There's this one thing I will say though. If you are female and you are being harassed by a man and he is trying to grab you, do know he is most likely stronger than you. So if you are trying to get out of a grip or if you're like trying to throw him off you, do know you have to put all your weight into it. You can't just merely half measle it unless you are like a weightlifting champion of some sort. You're not gonna throw him.
Kick him in the balls.
You gotta put all your body into it. You gotta twist your body into it.
The best places to hit is right on the base of the nose. Just punch really hard right there, or the side of the nose, and let them cross them once they can't see.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna share a little something. Don't do it out there because no. But what you actually can, instead of hitting the root of the nose up here, if you can clench your fist enough and you do this, but you really have to put all your strength into it, it will not only capacitate him, it will also basically send his nose bone up his brain. Don't do it.
Yeah, you can basically break his nose. You can break a person's nose. I think I was always told with the palm of your hand, if you hit it with the palm of your hand hard enough, and you use all your strength, and then you just smack them up, it'll break their nose and just basically just discombobulate them.
Yeah, but we're not gonna go that far. Yes.
Yeah, don't. We're not encouraging it. It's only for self-defense.
Cut those out if you need to. But my friend taught me that if you put your thumb in the right spot, you can just pop the eye out of the socket.
Yeah. Okay. We went unfortunately from self-defense to self-mutilation. Well, not self-mutilation because it was literally
self-defense mutilation, but I unfortunately have heard that before, and that's just
yeah. You don't have to go that far. If you really are in danger and you feel so unself, call the authorities.
If you're
go
able
into
to.
A shop, get help from somebody, anybody. The more that you yell, the more people are gonna notice you.
Unfortunately, though, in America, this is a very true statement. Don't yell for help, yell fire. Everyone's more willing to look at a shit show than be a hero.
Also,
it's an unfortunate statement that is true.
Yeah. I know we are in the time where people grab their phones and record. And if you are yourself in danger, yes, you can record. But the first thing you need to do before starting to do that is call the emergency.
Mm-hmm.
Here, 112. US 911.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where.
Also, there is right. There is also another thing too, though. If you can't call for help and you have your phone on you, send a text message to the emergency lines. Just send SOS or help. They will see it and they will pin your location.
Or
you can also send text messages.
Like have a code between you guys, like stating I'm in danger. I'm in danger, basically. Because your friend would know exactly what to do.
Like
and she will know this. Exactly, safe word. No. Shut up.
Not that type of safe word, Toki.
I mean,
why not?
Even
yes.
Even in like VR chat and public worlds, I remember at one point I would have this word that I would yell, and it's like if any of my friends told me yell that word, they would know immediately. Hey, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Please don't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it was like
no.
At one point it was
apples or some shit.
Yeah, apple, because like you just hear me when we yell apple, or just say like, "Hey, apple," and then it's like, "Oh, apple." Okay, we need to go do something. Nice meeting you, but bye.
That's actually a good thing. But why does it always have to be food item?
Because if you just randomly say a food item, then it's kind of just it's out of blue, easy to remember.
It's a random thing, and they're just gonna be like, huh?
Also, I don't think it's a good idea to stand in a crowd and you want, like, you're feeling unsafe and you just shout knife.
Knife. Knife to meet ya.
What?
People just
Yo,
start
what?
Just
Bro,
knife
yo,
where?
what? Tiger, lion.
red. Oh my god, it's red.
Where?
Oh my god, it's a rat.
Oh my god, it's a rat.
It's a
Oh my
rat.
god, it's a motherfucking rat.
Okay.
It's a motherfucking rat.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
last question.
Yes.
Would you ever help anyone if you saw that they were in danger? If they were stressed out because of a certain person maybe following them?
Hell yeah.
Would you put yourself at risk for a stranger?
Hell
Oh
yeah.
yeah, for sure.
100% sure.
I don't know if I would. I have done it before, yes. But in hindsight, what if you get mixed up in that? What if it happens to you then?
I mean, I feel like if you see something happening, I feel like the smart thing to do, if you have time to analyze it, it would be to call the authorities and then go try and help assess the situation and try and
Yeah.
stall until the authorities got there.
Yeah,
Unless
just
it's like one of those situations like they're trying to kidnap this person, like I need to do something.
you just
Well, I
come
mean, I
around
saw
like,
I saw a YouTube video where it was like, I don't know if it was like originated on YouTube, but I saw like on Instagram or something. It was like this girl was like about to get on her car to go somewhere, and like she looks over and sees that a man is like talking to this girl who looks a little bit like underage, and she's like contemplating whether she should go over and do something because she can visibly see that the girl looks uncomfortable. So she runs over, pretends to know the girl, and asks the guy asks like, do I know him? Like, is he one of our friends? And she's like, no. And she asks the guy like, hey, what's up? What why you messing with my friend? And he's like, I just wanted to know how long her toes are. Like, trying to make up an excuse. And she's like, okay, yeah, well, it was nice meeting you, but we need to go poof gone. And then she like literally grabs her arm and like goes to her car and asks like, do you need a ride home? And the girl like says like, yes, please take me home.
Yeah, I could probably see myself doing that too, like just swinging an arm around and like, hey, long time no see. You remember we had to go to that cafe and just
Right.
Also, isn't
Be
there
like,
a
hey, remember we
secret
were going to the
sign?
store? Let's go.
Isn't there a secret sign if you're like in an abusive relationship and you need help? Where you put in your thumb and you fold over your fingers? Or something
Yes,
like
they have actually been posting it, I want to say, like on Facebook and Instagram, where they've been showing pictures of like if you do a certain like sign language type of movement, it shows like, hey, I'm in danger or I need the cops. I don't remember specifically what those signs are, but I do know I saw them at one point where they were posted around, going around.
Yeah. Okay, any final last thought on this subject before we end this episode? Yes?
No. There is also another thing too. Like if you're in an abusive household where you're basically kidnapped and you can't leave, but and you're in an abusive relationship, you can also call the cops and basically just pretend you're ordering food. The cops will understand, they'll pick up on it, and they'll send out help.
Yeah. Definitely. That can work too.
So.
Be smart. Be thoughtful.
Be cautious.
Be safe. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyone else with the final thought? No. Well, I will say this. Please support us on our Patreon. Our Avali needs a cracker and I needs a crayon so that they don't get into a fight. We have a merch store. Everything is in the description below. Go in and check out our TikTok. Go on our also soon starting Instagram. Yes.
Yeah.
We have a Discord.
Maybe some behind the scene pictures.
Exactly. You're gonna maybe be spicy. We do a lot of stupid shit. So you never know.
That is true.
um, but other than that, also thank you to our sponsor, Lone Paw Coffee. Go in and check them out on lonepawcoffee.com. They have a lot of different flavors of coffee. You're gonna miss out if you don't go in there.
And maybe if you guys support them enough and bug them enough, we can get a Patreon of Volley coffee in there somewhere.
Ooh, yes. Also, send in
We
your
haven't
art.
been talking about that.
We would love to see fan art.
Yes,
Literally,
we can post it to the Instagram.
Exactly.
Because I already made fan already.
Also, if we find that your design is very intriguing, we will actually put it on a t-shirt just for you. Limited edition only, of course. So please like, share, subscribe, and before we end this episode, at the end here we had
Luna.
Next to me.
Jed.
The other side next to me.
Mina.
And I am.
And as always.
To all the potato chips out there, male or female, take care, be safe, lots of love. Bye.